Good day, friends, and welcome to my creche nativity set video. This is an Italian nativity set, probably from the 1950s. It may be a Fontanini set. Creche has some notable architectural motifs here in the wood, and the figures are absolutely beautiful. I believe this is what's called chalkware. And I'm going to go through my restoration of this creche momentarily. But for those of you who just want to see how I'm setting this up, check it out now. The rest of the video is going to be about how I've created this cool environment, paper-mache type project here. I've got straw in the background to replicate that. I feel really good about that. And the last thing I need to do this evening, which I'm going to bring you along for, is I need to glue moss onto the roof because there was originally moss there. I can see some slight remnants of that. It's like a type of plaster, and all the figures say Italy on the bottom like that. But they are absolutely fantastic. I mean, just holding these is really nice. Joseph was missing his staff, and I just carved a piece of black cherry that I had in the apartment, and just fitted it right, just shimmed it right to his hand there, the hole in the hand, and then painted it with watercolor. And I touched up all of these figures that had some of them had small chips. When this arrived in shipping, a couple of the lammies' legs were broken, and just school glue repaired that. Great, so this part of the video is for the crafters. For those of you who just want to see the beautiful evening scene, you can just skip towards the end of the video, and I'll have that all up as a final scene. Those trees you saw on the watercolor paper land that I made are just these trees right here, and I've actually been experimenting more with these, getting better at them even after I did that little scene for the future, putting a fork in the tree for a more realistic look. These are just made out of brown paper, crumpled brown paper with a pipe cleaner running up through to give support on that, around that brown paper. And I'm just using kids' school glue. This stuff is really great. And it's also really recommended for like chalkware or plaster because it seeps into the pores in the material. And then after creating your tree, just use some paper towel because this paints really easily, the paper towel, whereas you're really not going to get such a good effect on that brown paper. So I just lightly glued some paper towel over the brown paper and then went to town with the watercolors. Just as I touched up the figures with watercolors, I've used watercolor throughout this project. Also, I cleaned this creche nativity set first with linseed oil on a clean linseed oil rag. Went in there and just took away decades of dirt and grime and just nourished the wood. And what I'm doing here is just applying some school glue on the back of the moss. Just need a few drops and then pressing that lightly into the board here of the roof. Just kind of giving it a loose, natural look. Everything's come together beautifully with this restoration. Got bits of moss representing grass where the sheep are grazing. That's working out well. And the moss. If you wash your moss in water and dry it, it seems to keep that green color. Moss is very dirty when you harvest it, so wash it out and gently squeeze it like a sponge and dry it. I dry it on brown paper bags. Post your comments below and subscribe to my channel because just heading into the holiday season, Christmas, and this is just the beginning. I'm getting an early start, and maybe some of you are too. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section and for upcoming projects.